A little early for that, don't you think?
It's never too early, sir. Never too early.
All right, so we're loading up, about ready to head out here to the Southeastern Truck Nationals 2023. Pretty excited. It's been a long week getting these trucks together and just kind of a long year in general. Well, I ran out of gas and the gas station is right behind us here about 5 miles, so I didn't know this thing was that low whenever I left. Stupid me. So Luke brought some gas, got it fueled up. We're gonna get up to the gas station now. Alrighty, so currently stuck on the side of the road. My carburetor, I think, is giving me some fits again on this thing, so we're trying to adjust on this. It's just real hesitant off idle, and it's just really not wanting to idle, so, and it's just kind of cutting out intermittently throughout the whole way down here, so I don't know. But we're trying to set float levels whenever we got this thing pulled over to the side of the road here. The rear float here didn't even have any fuel. You couldn't even see it unless you really shook the truck. So hopefully that's it. I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about carburetors to get this. I can get them running, obviously not this time, but I don't know. We'll get it. Alrighty, so update. We think we might have something figured out here. We're hoping it's the fuel pressure regulator. We noticed the jam nut that was on this is actually backed off, so I'm hoping that it's not getting enough fuel pressure leaning out, actually draining the float bowls, because if it'll sit there with line pressure and everything after the engine shut off, it'll actually build pressure back up and fill that secondary up when the engine's not on. So I'm hoping that little lock collar, lock nut, whatever, on that fuel pressure regulator, I'm hoping that just backed off and it's fell off now, so we don't have one, so we'll have to probably electrical tape it, but we're probably going to try to get that adjusted. Luke said he was seeing the gauge, it was down around 3 psi, which is going to be on the low side, so fingers crossed. So we think we got it flooded at this point, unfortunately, so we're just gonna give the truck a minute, enjoy this beautiful day, watch some traffic go by. So we've opted, there's no rallies 5 minutes away. We pulled a couple plugs. They are very fouled, so they got the plugs I run, so we're just gonna, Luke's gonna hop in his truck, as you just seen, and go get some, but let's get to change some our plugs here on the side of the road. Some days you're the hammer, the other days you're the nail. First time I've ever changed spark plugs with sandals on, I think. Much appreciated, Luke, going and getting that for me. On a side note, Luke's truck, it seems to be doing really, really well, which is awesome. My handy dandy spark plug wrench I made up here for this other one. wonder why all my hats get dirty. Because I drive stuff like this. Definitely hasn't cooled off at all yet. Almost forgot to show you guys. Check out these sunglasses I found on the side of the road here. Yep. Glad we stopped. Lucas is back! Moment of truth. That's all 8 new plugs. Let's see if we can't get back on the road now. So unfortunately that repair was pretty short-lived. We found out that the coil actually went out on this thing when we tried to readjust it. Alright, so sorry I didn't film a lot of that. I had a very nice guy named Joseph out there helping me, Luke. Big shout out to him. We probably wouldn't be driving on the road right now if it wasn't for him. So huge thanks on that. But it ended up, we were pretty positive it was the coil for the HEI distributor on that thing. So we've got it dialed, I think, now. So we're about 40 minutes out. So hopefully the next time you see me, I'll be at the show. So we finally made it. We're in the vendor section now. We're gonna both, I guess, sounds like, get in the Sweet Patina booth for today for sure. So that'll be sweet. So I'll catch up with you guys whenever we get this thing parked. So Hillary made it here. We've got all of our merch set up here right at the Sweet Patina booth. I've been around just talking to everybody. I haven't really made a lot of video content, but it's been just super hot. Tomorrow is the day that I'll probably film like a lot of the trucks and stuff coming around, because that's whenever a lot more people roll in. But we're just making our rounds, catching up with some old faces, and Hillary is finally here. So
made it.
She had a little less trouble than we did. Well, she had cell phone trouble, which is almost just as bad. So alrighty, we'll see you in a minute. Luke purchased one of the sweet roof racks that Sweet Patina offers here. Him and Terry are assembling it on his old truck. They don't require any bolts, it just connects to your rain channel, and that's all you gotta do. After day one, we went out to eat with our friend Darius, Blake, and Terry to a cool little spot called 10 Lakes. They even had a little bit of live music for us. Good morning. So it's Saturday morning. We've had a pretty good day yesterday. It got really hot, and we're just kind of over it. We actually went out to dinner with Blake and Terry from Sweet Patina, so that was really cool. And thanks again so much, Blake and Terry, for having us in the booth. It's been a good time. So today is Saturday. Obviously I said that 2 times now, but we're gonna be heading back over to the show. Luckily it's just 2 minutes back this way. We stayed at a little Airbnb. Got a cool little backyard here, but yeah, we're just about 2 minutes away, so we're gonna head that way. Saturday's the big day. It's whenever a lot more trucks show up and people. Obviously a lot of people have to work Friday, so it's hard to get out to the show. So I'm gonna do a little bit more show coverage and just kind of take you guys around with me. Day 2 Southeastern Truck Nationals. You ready?
Ready.
Our topic.
Hey, you guys,
We got to stop talking about them now.
You guys do YouTube?
We have OnlyFans.
OnlyFans,
Yeah.
butthole stuff? Okay.
I don't do either one. I just hang around with all the cool kids that do.
What's going on?
Good show, good show.
So what's up with the truck?
It's of course, all factory. Awesome hat.
Oh, there you go. Repping. What'd you say this has? 30,000?
45,000.
45.
All original interior.
Yeah, it looks brand new.
5% tint all the way around, of course. Protect the dash. C6 wheels.
That look good.
Of course, I got the shirt, you know.
Come on.
And then original 4.3.
4.3 auto.
Those are the same hoses from '93.
Wow.
The spark plugs are, I mean, everything's, it's AC blows you out.
I'm Brett Sullivan, head of state for the Illinois C10 Club, and our group, we started a show last year called the Southern Illinois Truck Showdown, and we're back at it again this year, Labor Day weekend, Marion, Illinois, at the minor league ballpark, Marion Stadium, or Mountain Dew Park is what some of them are calling it now. It's an all-makes truck gathering, unjudged event presented by LMC Truck. We've got a lot of people involved. This thing's really gaining some traction, and I'm really loving what I'm hearing out of people. Looks like it's going to grow and continue to grow, so we'd love to see as many people out there as we could.
Cool, man. So hopefully we'll see all of you guys out there September 2nd, and then that's where'd you say again?
Mountain Dew Park, Marion, Illinois.
And also, what is it? It's C10 Illinois.
C10 Club Illinois. There's also Instagram and a Facebook for Southern Illinois Truck Showdown, and on both of those locations you can find links for pre-registration for the show. It's $20 day of, save you a few dollars. It's $15 if you pre-register. Don't save you much money, but it's a different line. Get you in the gate quicker.
Cool, man.
Saturday is a show. Friday is an open house at Level 7 Motorsports, followed by a pre-party at 618 Tap House. We'll have a band, hang out, just a great time. You know, people with like minds and hanging out.
Hell yeah, man. We'll see you there.
All right, buddy. Appreciate you.
Hey, don't you do YouTube or something like that?
Man, another one of these fanboys.
I know. Can you autograph my lens? Hey, my name's Matt Harvey. I'm with Metal Massacre Fab Shop. What do you guys do exactly?
We rub on old rusty stuff.
So, let me see if I can get this thing around. So Blake from Sweet Patina, I've said it all weekend, he's had me in his booth, but I gotta give a big shout out to him and his dad Terry. They've been super hospitable. They've been great people. Nothing but support from day one, so thank you guys so much. You're welcome. And they made me do an autograph, which is kind of weird, but in the same sense cool, so thank you.
You gotta get Matt's autograph when you see him, guys.
Yeah.
You gotta see it. You gotta get his autograph.
Yeah, it's terrible, but yeah, you can get it. So, thanks guys, that's the end of...
enjoyed meeting you, man.
Hell yeah. So
Yeah.
that's the end of day 2. We're gonna go up to award ceremony. If we win something, I'll probably record that too, but we'll see you guys in the morning on the way home. What you waiting on here, Bill?
The motor.
Okay. 057-5880. 057-5880.
Did we win?
No.
057-5880.
No LS for us. After wrapping up the last day, we went out to a cool little restaurant called the Town Square Social. They have great food and great atmosphere. After we wrapped up dinner there, we went over to the Holiday Inn where there was a little group of people out there having a little party. Pretty good time and getting to know some people. From there, we went over to a little place we like. It's called the Cedar Tap. We went here last year. They had some live music going on, but unfortunately this year they did not. Still fun nonetheless. Alrighty, so it is Sunday morning. Show's officially over. We just got up here. Gonna get the trucks wiped down real quick with some Rain-X because neither one of us have operational wipers at the moment, and it's raining a little bit, so Luke's getting his dialed in right now. Yep, hopefully the drive home is a little bit less eventful. Stopped in here at the O'Reilly's. I'm gonna grab a spare coil for my truck, and Luke's gonna get a fuel pressure regulator. I think we're gonna go ahead and install that because it's loading up a lot. I'm guessing there's 2 different fuel pumps you can get for the straight 6s on these from what we read, and one will over pressurize a little bit, and we're hoping that's what's going on. Trucks both looking good, so hopefully we have a pretty good little cruise on the way home here. We went ahead and grabbed some tools, just some stuff we left behind. We didn't have a good assortment of screwdrivers, and also I got a high performance XL coil, and I got this thing so I can fish Luke's little bit out, but he's over here right now working on his truck, getting this clicky clack adjustment thing in here. So
I got your clicky clack adjustment.
Ooh, that's hard.
So the other day when we were working on my truck, Luke's little multi-tool thing fell down in my intake here in the air gap, so hopefully with any luck I can snake in here and grab this thing. We got her.
Spanks. Doing good.
Ouch.
Fuel filter replacement going, Luke?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, had quite a bit of sediment in it, didn't it? And recycling.
God. There ain't 200 miles on that.
Pretty rich. Alright, so just a quick overview of what we did. We just spliced in this little fuel pressure regulator just so we can get this set to around 4 psi. Got us a new fuel filter in it and 6 new plugs. So Luke's gonna fire this thing up and see what we got.
No pressure. where it's not gonna leak on me.
Alrighty, so we're on the road. We just fueled up. Everything seems to be going good. Luke is behind me here. I thought he was a little closer than that, so. But everything's going good. I think Luke's truck, maybe just the jetting on that carburetor is wrong. I don't know. We can't seem to get it leaned out. It's still blowing a little smoke, so. But we're gonna just cruise on home. That'll be something we can deal with when we get back to the shop. So here we go. Thank God for Rain-X. Maybe about time to get the wipers fired up. That was an adventure.
And nothing like doing friggin' 60 through the mountains when it's pissing and pouring.
Right. Yeah, mine was leaking all along the top seal.
Mine's leaking right through here,
Yeah.
coming in.
So we just stopped here for a second, just kind of regroup. Don't really need fuel, but we're just gonna go ahead and get it. So hopefully that rain doesn't continue all the way back home. You ready to push the rest of the way home?
Yeah. Hopefully it'll make it. It's getting 6.5 miles a gallon. It's better than the 5, but this carburetor's trash. I'll never run another Rochester.
You heard it here first, folks. So we're gonna head home and hopefully beat the rain. Alrighty, so we made it back home. Everything went really well on the way home other than the rain, but heck, you can't hardly complain about that. But I'm really happy with the way my truck performed. Luke's truck, unfortunately, is getting like 6 miles to a gallon, so we're gonna do a carb setup a little bit different. Hopefully that'll kind of eliminate some stuff. Luke, what are your takeaways? Did you have a pretty good trip?
It was a good trip. You know, thankfully the truck made it there and back. with only being, at least mine only being on the road a week prior, so that was a pretty big gamble. But
Yeah, that was pretty sweet.
you know, the fuel economy sucked and it run a little rough, but you can't really argue with it. At least it made it there and back without any major.
Yep, we appreciate everybody that came out, went and coming to the booth, Sweet Patina booth, and talking to us, buying merchandise, everything. And another huge shout out to Joseph, man. If you wouldn't have been there, if you're watching this, we just super appreciate it. We probably wouldn't even made it to the show, so big shout out to you.
Also, big shout out to Sweet Patina for letting us set up at his booth and hanging out with us all weekend.
Yeah.
Really appreciate that.
Yep, we had a great time, so thank you guys for hanging in here. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And as always, we'll see you on the next one.
Have a good one.